Hello, I'm Amanda, and welcome to my channel. And tonight we have an oracle message for anyone that happens to stumble across it. It's probably meant to be seen by you. Source, angels. Where is having a good night and all's going well. It's not cold and rainy a little bit like it is here, but it's still pretty. It's fresh. It smells fresh. Angel, source. What do we have for the collective this evening? I decided not to go with the big old bright light back there. Kind of like the candlelight. It's pretty. It's illuminating. Ambiance. Source, angels. What kind of messages do we have for the collective this evening? As I sit back a little bit, it's a little better. Source, angels. Ascended Masters. What messages do we have for the collective this evening? I did shuffle before turning the video on. Let's go with this one first. Go with this one. Excuse me. These two. And that one. And that one. And that one. Go with those. Because I kind of think like it'll be like a long shuffling period. Okay, so emotional storm. Practicing patience. This too shall pass. Could you let it go? Here's the card. Oftentimes, we do love and we do care. But the emotion is the reaction, and the higher consciousness part of it is the response. And, if you truly love something, you set it free because love is free. And, can you let it go? Nothing that's meant for you is ever not going to find you. And it's meant to stay or be what it is, and you let go of the outcome. You are in the moment. You cherish what you're in versus what you're going to have or whatnot. Just hold on to the good and cherish every moment you have because, you never know how long something's supposed to last. And if you truly love something, you, let it be like work or anything. But I'm kind of getting a heart feeling on this one. So, let it go. Just take a deep breath in and release it. Let it be in the universe. Give it back to the universe and see what happens. Never know what it's going to bring. Use your discernment. Seeing the truth, being guided. Trust your inner knowing. On this card, it's got a girl and she's faced with two paths. Could be a man, could be a woman. Could be pertaining to you and yourself, if it fits. And, seeing the truth. Letting your higher self guide you, to where you need to be. And when you're presented with that fork, you'll know which way to take. And you'll know you're in a good spot in life when you're forced to make the best of two good decisions. Somebody once told me that. That was pretty good advice. For our third card, believe in your dreams. Aim high, honor your brilliance, remember you have help. It's kind of a very pretty card. It's got angel assistance, and the universe is kind of saying, hey, come with me. And it's a beautiful, sacred geometry, but also a very beautiful artwork in the back. I like to think of it as flower. It's the flower of life. But know that you're always assisted. We have help. We just have to ask. And believe in your dreams. Follow that inner knowing, that heart space that speaks to you. Follow that, and you can never go wrong. And instead of the monetary value of it, do it for the love of it. And the monetary value and everything else is kind of like an after effect on that. But, always do something from heart. Believe in your dreams. Aim high. Know that you can. You're all divine, blessed beings. So honor your brilliance, honor the goodness in you, and, give yourself a little pat on the back and know that you're doing okay. And if anything, it's reassurance that you are on your path, and that the universe is fully supporting you in whatever choice you choose when you are faced with that decision to make and writing out that emotional storm. The mission. You have a role to play. Listen, trust, act, and be the change. So on this one, I'm seeing starseed or earth. Planted earth seeds, I suppose. But your mission, you have a divine calling, believing in your dreams, aiming high. You have a mission, you have a role to play in life. Listen and trust and act upon your own heart knowing, your own solar plex, your second brain knowing. Whatever you feel deep in your heart is what you need to go be, and trust it, act upon it, and be the change you want to see. Instead of encouraging people to follow their dreams, just go start doing it and start rubbing off to people that way. Your light, you must be seen. There's a purpose for you. Turning that page, moving on from past stepping into the unknown and blessings await. That storm, the emotional storm, practicing allowing it, everything passes. And could you let it go? If you truly love it, you can. But sometimes loving it is knowing when it's not for you, too. You love it in its own, and you admire it, but sometimes you can't keep it, or sometimes it can't go with you. And sometimes being in something could hold you back from where you're supposed to be going. And if you truly love something and you see that, you let it go. And vice versa. Maybe that's the reason, somebody may have let you go. I wouldn't say like they're all like, like attitudey, like need to be bratty about it. But sometimes good things, for whatever reason, they come to their end of one part of a relationship, be it at work or, I'm kind of thinking this more romantic one a little bit. But, writing out that storm, letting it practice allowing things to unfold as they're supposed to instead of fighting them, I guess. But you have a mission, turning that page and moving on from that past, writing out that emotional storm and stepping into the unknown, trusting it, acting upon it, using your discernment where you go down, it's going to affect, and believing in your dreams and know that you are, supported. The universe supports you and you always have what you need. Maybe not always what we want, but what we need does come to us, and the universe does award us with abundance, and it's, it's sense of true soul abundance versus like monetary things, just always. But I understand the game of Monopoly. You gotta play that way sometimes. But so I wish you abundance in everything. And the universe supports you, and you'll always have enough, and you'll always be okay. And you're playing out an important role in life. And kind of my way of saying it is, like heaven's on earth, and somebody's got to keep it going and be the change and lead the way. It's a saying. And I bet you that whoever heard that, they'll understand. It'll speak to your soul. Forgiveness. Releasing resentment, healing the past, and see the divine in all. And we all have it. And it's just kind of like taking that emotional storm and saying, here you go, universe. You can have it back. I trust you. I'm releasing the outcome. I'm stepping into my light. I'm breaking the chains that like hold me back and bind me to things that aren't necessarily mine. And even if they were, I've graduated and I've moved on. And I'm ready to get out there and jump into the light and be the change I want to see. Turning that page, believing in your dreams, and using your discernment. Getting out there and trusting yourself, acting, being changed, forgiveness, and one last card I'll pull from the top. Deep stillness, meditate, enter the void, awaken within in your inner space. And that's kind of a pretty cool card in its own. We're all spiritual astronauts, so to say, and getting into that deep knowing and connecting with the darkness. The darkness isn't, they've all been told that the darkness is bad, and it's not. It's like almost like opposites. Whatever they've kind of told you and tried to shy you away from is probably truth and enlightenment. Just saying. Good teacher tells you where to go look and what to see. So seek out your own. Always question the answers. And eventually throughout this mission, you're going to get answers, and they'll come to you. And they'll come to you in the most beautiful ways, like at your darkest times. Sometimes you have to go into that darkness to find those answers. That's where they are. It's the soul answers, Akashic records, all those kind of things. But anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed your reading. Remember that you will get through this emotional storm. Use your discernment, follow your heart, even if it kind of like hurts a little in the reactive like emotions of it, higher consciously try to connect to yourself. And when you do that, you're going to connect to the rest of your soul tribe, and it'll lead you to beautiful things. You have a mission, you have a family. There's family out there for you. And I'm not saying you don't have your own family, but we're all one, and you will find what and who you are meant to, and vice versa. Forgiving yourself, releasing the past, heal, see the divine in all. Even if something ends, you can still see the goodness in something. And people teach us stuff about ourselves, and we teach others also. And it's a beautiful thing, even if it doesn't. You don't get to keep it necessarily. That's what I say. You don't get to keep it, but it's meant to be a part of your time for then. Believing in your dreams, aim higher. You got your mission to play out, and you got to turn that page and find your stillness. And through your deep stillness, you'll write out that emotional storm through meditating and just taking your own time, really feeling yourself, trusting yourself, and acting. Like sometimes we're alone so that we can listen and hear our own souls, or listen to source or guides or angels or Son of Masters, all of them, who knows. But I hope that this reading's left you with something good, and please remember to like and subscribe if you do enjoy it, because that, I love doing these readings, and I'd like to be able to do like more of them, and I can still do more of them, but sometimes it'd be nice to be able to do them full time. But anyway, peace, light, and love, and namaste, and I hope that you guys all enjoy your late night or early morning, and thank you for tuning in. Okay, namaste.